We're back at Manufacturing Day, October 7, at the Palace Business Center, and celebrating MEP, NJMEP, and Manufacturing Day. And I have with me here two students who are going to high school, and I have with me Joseph Castronova
Yes, that's
and Jake Dantas. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Glad to have you with us.
Privileged to be here.
So tell us a little bit about why you're going towards manufacturing. I mean, you're in high school. You're what, seniors?
We're actually sophomores.
Sophomores.
So we're 10th grade.
Wow. I
Second
gave
year.
you a couple of extra years. You want my
Yeah.
driver's license for drinking purposes? Okay, so what's driving you to manufacturing?
You want to go, Jay?
Well, yeah, I'll go first. Since manufacturing, there's a lot of job openings, and a lot of new expertise is coming out. And since we're first starting off right now, we're looking to go to college to go towards manufacturing. Me specifically robotics, because it's starting to open up more job opportunities, more expertises. So it's just a new section for us to
Sure.
conquer.
And going to college doesn't necessarily mean you're going to finish.
No.
It definitely means that you're also going to run up a lot of debt, and it doesn't mean that you're going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, Joseph, give me a little clue as to why you're heading towards manufacturing.
Well, my first thought of manufacturing was, oh, this is cool. Back, I still am. I am a big nerd, so I'm all about like robots and
Yes, he is.
everything. See, he even agrees. But my Mr. Merck, my teacher, said last year when I was cycling through his class, he said the technological train is here. You're either on it or you're off. And
Right.
I'm on the train. This is the future. We have robots doing stuff for us. Manufacturing's here, taking jobs. As sad as it is, it's taking away jobs from people. But they're not everybody's gonna be able to get like the fresh kids coming out of high school. They're not gonna be able to train like the old
Careful.
yeah, the old ones.
I was gonna nod you a little bit.
Yeah.
Give you a little
the
bit.
old, the old workers there to know all this new technology. So as a nerd myself, it's just so cool what's going on with all this robotics and all this pre-engineering. It's awesome.
Great. So the two of you go to Middlesex County Vocational and Tech School in East Brunswick, New Jersey.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about the manufacturing aspect of that school. How is it set up, and what kind of plant do you have, what kind of equipment do you
Well,
have?
so in our shop, a shop is basically like a classroom. We have a classroom,
Yes.
and in that classroom we incorporate so many different types of manufacturing. Of course, robotics, and also residential wiring. So doorbells and lights and light fixtures, as well as we have we actually have a couple projects going on right now. Right now we're building a sort of a ball shooter for a dog. Ball thrower.
Yeah.
I'll let Joe explain that because he's on that specific project right now. I'm on robot programming. I'm learning
Yeah.
how to do that.
Okay.
So yeah, that's basically what we have. We incorporate so many different types of manufacturing into our one classroom that when you go in there, it's kind of a little confusing. You're a little bit, where do I go, Because we're always doing so many different little things. We also have a 3D printer, CNC mill, which is basically you carve things out on wax or
Right.
foam.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's just like a whole. It's amazing.
So, Joseph, tell me a little bit about the ball thrower for dogs.
The ball thrower.
I mean, this is something that I know our economy is in desperate need of.
Yeah, we definitely need a ball thrower.
This guy came in. He was a wheelchair bound guy, so he needed help. He can't throw a ball all the time. So when he came to us, he said, I need a ball thrower for my service dog so we can have fun and play around. So what we're doing is I am Mr. Merck had given me the ownership of being the leader of this group, so I'm leading my team into battle basically, and what happened was we used a 3D printer to build these humongous gears. It was about like this big,
Yeah, very
maybe
big.
two of them. One of my good friends, Andy, in my shop, he worked on residential wiring, so we did the circuit wiring for the ball thrower. We're getting the motor going. We're trying to turn the gears, and we have Plus, we had the shop next door help us out with what was it like? Oh my God, I'm at a
Talking
loss
a
of
lot,
words.
you know.
I know I talk a lot. I talk with
They
my
have
hands
to do
too.
some machining for
Yeah,
you.
they had to do some
Yeah.
machines for us. Yeah, that's the word. And so it was it's cool, and we're getting onto our first prototype. We're finishing it up. We're getting it going. It's awesome.
That's great.
And a huge shout out to our teacher, Mr. Steven
Mr.
Mercadante, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have been
Yeah.
interested in the shop and know what we know now. We
He
wouldn't
makes
be
it
here right
fun.
now.
Another worthy teacher.
Yep.
I have a question for you. When you decided to go towards manufacturing as a career choice, how did your folks feel about that?
Well, when I first came to East Brunswick Vocational School, I wanted to go into baking, cooking, and that I've always loved that. I'm Portuguese, so that's a big part of our lives is
It's
cooking.
in your bloodstream.
It's our bloodstream, yeah. So I had my heart set on baking, so I had to. When in our school, you cycle through things. So you have like 5 different shops you cycle through, so you see what you like, what you want to do, because you're gonna do that for 4 years. You should choose what you want. So I had my heart set, and I walk into this classroom, and here's this teacher, Mr. Steve Mercadante. He's like, "Oh, I have a robot for you to build. Why don't you try it out?" I was like, "Fine." Meanwhile, two weeks later, can I please be in the shop? Can I please be in the shop? Because he interested in us so much. And my parents were actually kind of relieved because, bakers don't really have that much free time. They're always in the bakery, always baking, always this. So they were actually relieved, and they actually wanted me to go to this because they know this is a very good market to go into. So.
Excellent. Joseph, your folks.
My folks, well, they sent me into the school because they were like, you know what, let's push you into the school, see what you like. I've been flourishing in the school. I love the school. Great job, the school. But when I went in, I chose my shop. We were cycling through the shop. He was my first cycle, Mr. Merck. And I was like, all right, this is cool. They pulled out the circuit boards. We were able to build a little bit on the robot. I wasn't able to finish it, but I was like, this is what I would like. And when I got into the shop, my mom and dad were like, this is actually good. If I want to be a golfer when I get older, but if that doesn't work, and let's say my arm breaks, something happens to me, and I can't play golf,
Sure.
pre-engineering is just awesome. I love it. I'm having a great time. I got my buddy Jake with me all the time.
all the
It's
time.
so much fun.
I'm
My
glad
folks
to
loved
hear
it.
that parents are
supported
beginning to
us.
get the message because, unfortunately, so many want their children to go to college, if for nothing else other than to tell the neighbors that my kids are in college.
Yeah.
However, you wind up running up a $200,000 debt.
Yeah.
Can't get
Yeah,
a
you
job.
can't get a job.
And then you're going to wind up living back with mommy and daddy for a couple more years.
Yep.
So I wish the two of you a tremendous amount of luck.
Thank you so
I
much.
think
Thank
you make
you.
a great career choice. And again, thank you. For
I'm glad I didn't choose basketball or UNC. UNC all the way. But I'm only 5'7".
all
I
the
can't
cameras would be over
All
your
the
head.
all over my head. Yeah.
Okay, again, thank you very much.
All right,
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having
Thank you.
us.
Thank you for having us. Privilege.